Hello, this is Craig Wescoe recording for TCGplayer.com, and today we're going to do a modern video with a deck called Abzan Blink. This is the deck that I played at Grand Prix Detroit a few months ago, and I'm also going to be joined by my teammate and fellow person who helped create this deck with me for that tournament and also played this deck in the tournament, Justin Heilig. What's up, Justin?
Hey guys, what's up, man?
So basically this deck is all about blinking things. So I call it Abzan Blink. So we have Flickerwisp, which is the primary way to blink stuff. You can blink creatures, you can blink spells, you can blink opposing things. You can also blink Oath of Nissa, which is something that comes up a lot. You can get more creatures out of it. And you can also use Restoration Angel to blink our creatures for sweet effects. And so all of our creatures pretty much have abilities that are good with blinking, except Voice of Resurgence, but Voice is just the nut, and I'm Craig Wescoe, so obviously I have Voice in my deck. So we have Fiend Hunter, which is a really good trick that we can do with Ether Vial. So if we have Ether Vial, we can tap the vial when it's on 3 and put the Fiend Hunter into play, and you use this the first ability, when he enters the battlefield, exile another target creature. So you target an opposing creature. And then with that ability on the stack, you cast Restoration Angel to blink the Fiend Hunter. So then the Fiend Hunter comes back, and then you, when it comes back immediately, you get to exile something, and it goes under the Fiend Hunter just like normal. But now we still have this other ability on the stack. So the exile when Fiend Hunter leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So we let that resolve first, and then we let the exile ability happen. So then the first creature that we targeted is gone forever, and the second one we targeted after it got blinked back with the Angel is under the Fiend Hunter. So we basically get to exile an extra creature with the Fiend Hunter with this trick. Now, Eternal Witness is also kind of a cool thing you could do. You don't need any sweet stacking triggers like the Fiend Hunter. You just play it, you get a card back, and then you can blink it with either the Angel or the Flickerwisp, and you regrow another card from the graveyard. Just sweet card. Shriek Maw you can do a lot of really cool things with. So you can just play it for 5 mana, and it's a 3/2 mostly evasive creature, which is just really sweet. And it can kill an opposing creature. Unless the opponent's playing Affinity, then it doesn't kill non-artifacts, but that's like the only time that's really a drawback. But then a really cool trick you can do with Shriek Maw is you can evoke it for 2 mana. And so you target a creature to kill it, and the evoke, dying from the evoke ability, goes on a stack. And then you can either flash a Flickerwisp into play off of Ether Vial and target it, or you can cast Restoration Angel and target it. And then when it blinks, it comes back just as a regular 3/2, as if you cast it, and gets to kill something and stick around permanently. So even though you cast it for the evoke cost, if you have a blink trigger, you can basically kill 2 things and get a Shriek Maw off of just evoking it for 2. Now, as cool as all these things are, the coolest creature in the deck for blinking is Thragtusk. So you play Thragtusk, you gain 5 life, and then when he leaves the battlefield, you get a 3/3. So if you blink it with Flickerwisp or Restoration Angel, you get a 3/3, and then Thragtusk comes back and you gain 5 more life. And then if Thragtusk ever dies or gets blinked again, you get another 3/3, and it's just like this huge mid-range kind of power swing. And it's our way to get ahead, get out of burn range. It just does a lot of stuff. It's a really cool card. Now, the last really cool card in this deck that I want to talk about is Evolutionary Leap. So Evolutionary Leap is another way to get value when we're stacking our triggers. So if we cast Fiend Hunter, ability goes on the stack to kill a guy, sack it to Evolutionary Leap with that ability still on the stack, second ability resolves first, then the first ability resolves, and so we're permanently exiling a creature and getting to replace it with a new creature, likely another creature with an ability, because all our creatures have abilities except Voice. But the cool thing about Voice is you could just sack it twice, sack it and the token, so you can actually get 2 more things. So whenever we have a leap going, we just like basically get infinite value. Just keep exponentially getting more and more value every turn we activate Leap. So we just eventually draw like our entire deck, basically.
It's the silent MVP of the deck, for sure.
Yeah. I actually ran over a Living End deck in the tournament because I just had a Leap, and I was just like, all right, sack all my guys every turn and like get more things, just keep sacking all my guys. My graveyard was bigger than the opponent's, even though it was a Living End deck. So, is there anything you wanted to add, Justin, before we start?
No, I mean, that pretty much covers it. Just pay attention to Evolutionary Leap, guys. When we get it on the battlefield, you can really see what this deck does.
Yeah, it can time us out. That's one thing it can do. I've had that happen before on Moto, so we're going to try to play fast so we don't time out. All right, so let's get started.